moms, thank you so much for spending time with me on this beautiful Super Bowl Sunday. Actually, just kidding, it's not beautiful. Actually, the weather is horrible here in Florida. I did try to go for a walk earlier and came back like 10 minutes later because, well, wind was everywhere. It started to rain. It wasn't the vibe. But anyways, back to Super Bowl Sunday, I am officially saying here now that I'm putting my bet on the Eagles winning. Now, I don't know anything about football. I'm just going there to put the bets, watch the commercials, all that. I'm not afraid to admit that that is my character and who I am. That is something I'm just putting up to chance, but something I'm not putting up to chance is reselling. Now, if you're new around here, my name is Sarah, as you saw in my channel name. I am an educator by trade, but I also like to get my hair done, my nails done, like to eat, travel, do all the things, and I just can't do that on an educator salary. So one of the things that I am doing to make up for, not having that extra income is reselling. Now, in this video, I'm talking about my sales specifically on Mercari. So whether you are already in the reselling community or you're just looking to get some extra income and see kind of what is selling on Mercari, this video is for you. By the way, if you're not yet subscribed and that sounds interesting to you, now is the time to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I also talk about my sales specifically on eBay as well as my sales specifically on Poshmark. Now, let's go ahead and get in our sales on Mercari though. Now, the first thing to sell came from some free inventory. I've been connecting with the same person for well over a year now that I connected with through Nextdoor. So if you don't tell people what you do, if you don't tell people what you want to do to start up this side hustle, I highly suggest you do, because even though this didn't give me a huge dollar amount, it did give me free money in my pocket for pretty much not very much any work at all. So this was a pair of Loft leggings. They were size 6. I actually did get to wear these as well, so it kind of is a win-win on that. They did sell for $7 on Mercari, which gave me $5.60 of profit. Again, because they were free, that was all profit to me. The next sale was also from that same free inventory. This was a Lewin Gray, a white and black dress. This sold for $6 after platform fees. That gave me $4.73. That one I didn't have that long. It didn't even make it into my inventory system. So really, all I did was take pictures and put a title. I'm not somebody who puts a whole lot of effort into the descriptions. I kind of let the pictures and the title speak for itself. So I would say it took me probably about 3 minutes to make that a little bit over $4. This next piece also came from free inventory, and I did get to wear it. It was actually featured in one of my videos, and I wore it out with friends one time. So this was an Ann Taylor Loft pink oversized chunky cardigan. This sold for $18. I did not pay for shipping, so the buyer paid for shipping for this one. So let's see, after platform fees, that was $15.18. That also didn't make it to my inventory system, but I did wash it. A lot of this free inventory came directly from the person's closet, and they either dry clean or just like hang all of their clothes. I'm actually pretty amazed by it. So I really don't have to put a lot of effort into steaming or, making sure everything's in good condition. Everything I've gotten so far is in good condition, or I have just went ahead and donated stuff that was even questionable in any way. I really only try to sell stuff that is very excellent condition or new. People are always happy to receive it. This next piece also free inventory, of course. That is kind of my thing. I like to take the free inventory, flip it, even though it doesn't give you that much money. It gives me more of an opportunity to make that money quicker and, invest in other things, invest in a lifestyle as well. So it's kind of a win-win. This piece was a Loft women's burnt orange long sleeve sweater. This sold for $9. The buyer paid for shipping, so that was $7.34 of complete profit because it was free. This next piece was not free though. It did come from a ThredUp rescue box. If you're unfamiliar with the ThredUp rescue box, it is basically all of the clothes that are, not all of the clothes, but some of the clothes that people can send in to donate or sell in consignment. if it either does not get accepted from ThredUp or the consignment period ends and the person who sent it in didn't ask it back, it basically just gets put in these boxes and you can buy the boxes. So I do have, some unboxings on my channel. I do still have 2 boxes sitting in my garage waiting to unbox, but I have so much inventory. I've literally had those boxes since August and I have not opened them yet. But anyway, this was an Abercrombie and Fitch side zip jean leggings. These sold for $18. After platform fees, that gave me $15.18. These were approximately $1. So I got, a little bit over $14 or just about $14 for pretty much not that much work at all. Coming up, this next piece also came from that ThredUp rescue box. This was a Banana Republic blue long sleeve shirt dress. This sold for $27. So that's, higher than my $6, $7 items that I had before. After platform fees, that was $23.02. It was approximately $1 cost of goods, so I got just about $22 on that piece alone. Now this next piece came from free inventory. It was a Loft short sleeve cream ruffle like sweater. This sold for $21. The buyer did pay for shipping, so I did not, and that gave me $17.79 of profit. Of course, this next piece came from the same person, the same free inventory. This was a Ralph Lauren women's knit sweater dress. I always think it's funny that I say both Laurens differently in Ralph Lauren. I don't know. I don't know the proper way to say it. I've asked people before and everybody seems to say it differently, but I say Ralph Lauren. Anyway, this dress did sell for $16. After the platform fees, it gave me $13.44. This next sale came from the free inventory. This was actually a shirt and a skirt set. This was a Calvin Klein black and white shirt and skirt set. Slow down while we're talking here. Anyway, this sold for $10 together. That gave me $8.21 of profit to reinvest or just, enjoy life on my own. This next piece came from a ThredUp rescue box. It was a Rothco military BDU camouflage pants. These sold for $7, probably less than I could have gotten from it, but I didn't even get to the point of inventorying these, so I didn't have them very long. I was happy to take the $5.60 profit. This next piece came from a flip lot in which I bought out, so my cost of goods was $4. This was an Athleta 1/4 zipped hoodie or long sleeve shirt. This sold for $16. That gave me $13.44 of profit, and then having to take out the $4 cost of goods on that one. If you're not familiar with Flip is actually an online consignment where you can actually be partnered with somebody that can sell your stuff, just like I'm selling here. You put all basic pictures on the website and then people bid on your different lots, and if they get accepted, you send all the clothes. They pay you out a certain amount which you agree upon, and anything that doesn't sell within 90 days, you can actually ask to extend the consignment period, or you can ask for your items back. So if you are wanting to sell your items and get money, but you don't have a lot of time and effort or don't want to put that effort into it, I suggest checking out Flip, because you still get money, you still get more money than the Real or ThredUp, and you get to work with an individual person as well. Now this next piece also came from a flip lot. This was a vintage AKOO men's Oliver print pants. These sold for $19. That gave me $16.05 of profit. I did not buy out the lot at this time that this sold, so I did have to split the profit 50-50 on that one. So I did get $8 on my own, and I've paid out $8 or about $8 to the client. This next piece, you know, was free inventory. It was a Tommy Hilfiger Spellout flag short sleeve shirt. This sold for $9. That gave me $7.34 of profit. This next piece is from the company Next, which came from the free inventory. The person that I've been working with for over a year that's, you know, been giving me clothes, she actually gave me a bunch of her husband's clothes this last time around. So these Next trousers sold for $8. I did pay for shipping on this, so that only gave me 29 cents. But it was something that was out of my house. Technically the 29 cents was free, but I did calculate all of my poly mailers to be about 25 cents. I made 4 cents. I definitely wouldn't suggest selling something for that low of price. But again, if you look in kind of the big picture, if I'm getting all this stuff for free, I'm gonna have to take a hit here and there to just, you know, make up the overall cost. Now, I will say in January, I traveled pretty much the entire month of January. I took 2 long weekend trips and then I took a week-long cruise. All of the sales up until now have just been, you know, running on kind of autopilot. I was shipping, and that's pretty much all I was doing was shipping out items. From, let's see, I'm now on January 25th on. That is when I went on my week-long cruise. So really, I wasn't even answering questions, communicating, doing anything on Mercari at all. And I was still making sales. So, you know, if you're afraid to go on vacation while doing something like this, don't be afraid. People understand as long as you communicate after the fact, and, you know, I won't be able to ship this out for another 5 days. Are you okay with that? And people are usually pretty okay as long as there's communication. I've never had anybody get upset. I have had somebody say that they needed the item right away and they did want to go ahead and cancel, but they weren't upset about it. They completely understood. It's all about communication here. So the first piece that sold while I was on my week-long cruise came from a thredUP rescue box. This was a Nautica women's long sleeve shirt dress. This sold for $13. That gave me $10.82 of profit. It was approximately $2 cost of goods on that specific thredUP rescue box. Some of the boxes I get on sale, some of them I just buy full price, and this one that it came from was one that I bought full price. This next piece came from some free inventory that I sourced, you know, the same person that I've been working with, and I did get to wear this dress as well. This was a universal thread gauze type feeling smocked dress. This sold for $15, and then I got $12.56 of profit. Also on January 25th, still on January 25th, I sold an Ann Taylor Loft blouse. This was a white and black blouse. This also came from the free inventory. That's definitely working out for me. This sold for $18 and I made $15.18 of profit after platform fees. Again, I highly suggest you talk to people, tell them what you're doing. If you're not reselling and you're wanting to get into reselling, one area I suggest is first starting in your house. Second, just tell people what you're doing, especially around like spring cleaning. A lot of people do winter cleaning, you know, that awkward time between Christmas, New Year's when people aren't really working, they have a lot of time. They're cleaning out their house, you know, getting rid of things. Definitely connect with people during that time. It makes money. It really does. Sometimes people want to go on consignment with you. Sometimes people want you to buy out a big lot. Sometimes people are just willing to just give you all their clothes because they don't want to deal with it and they were going to donate it anyway. So make money off of it. This next piece also came from that same person. I was also able to wear this dress quite a few times actually. This was a Loft black and white. It was kind of like a Firework print dress. This sold for $12. That gave me $9.95 of profit, and I did get to wear it.